Welcome to Same Cast Different Day podcast. I'm your host, Martel. Thank you all for tuning in and clicking and downloading this episode of this podcast. Your support means so much. So, what I wanted to get into this week, I'm so tired of hearing people saying how they cannot wait for things to get back to normal and how they want things to get back to normal and how they are so tired of having to wear masks and myself with my ears. How they are so tired of having to wear masks and stuff and refuse to get the vaccine, talking about they don't want to be a test dummy. And a lot of people don't know when the Spanish flu happened back in, I believe, the 1920s. You know how they got rid of the Spanish flu pandemic that lasted for 2 years? They got vaccinated. That's how it ended. And I'm hearing a lot of people saying that they don't want to be a test dummy, like what happened with back in the day. I think it was the 60s or 70s, somewhere around the time, maybe even the 50s. Can't remember when they were talking about they were using black men as test dummies, how they were injecting them with stuff and gave all these black men syphilis and all these other things. And I find that pure bull crap as in your reason for not getting the vaccine, because first of all, they did not inject them with syphilis. They did not give them African American men syphilis. What they did was they did draw their blood and tested them for syphilis, and basically did not tell these men that they tested positive for syphilis or give them anything to treat them for syphilis. So these men went on to, basically with their normal lives with syphilis and not knowing, and made it with their wives and gave their wife syphilis and passed it on to their kids and so on and so forth. But I mean, yes, it was kind of a fucked up thing to do, to not tell them. Um, I'm not going to try to justify what they did. It was just the fact that you cannot use that as an excuse to not get vaccinated. I'm pretty sure back in the day when you needed to send your kids to school, you got them vaccinated. I know I was one of those kids who got at least 3 to 4 shots every year before school started. Because I got those shots is one of those reasons why I am immune to catching a certain type of hepatitis and was certain strain of hepatitis because I got the shots when I was a kid. And you gotta get your shots, people. It was like at the end of the day, you know, things are not gonna go back to normal unless people get vaccinated. And the thing is, no, it's not going to stop you from catching COVID. It's not. It's not. No vaccine is going to stop you from getting anything, pretty much. Well, depending on the vaccine, like the hepatitis vaccine. But it's certain vaccines where like it's like when you get the flu shot. When you get the flu shot, it's like they giving you the dead bug, and once that dead bug hits your body attacks it, and your body now knows how to attack this virus that's entering your body, and basically know how to heal itself and protect itself from the virus. And that's what the COVID-19 shot is. You're basically injecting your body to teach your body how to fight off the virus so that way it can either prevent you from getting the virus or it can prevent you from basically getting to the point where you can die from it. I mean, yes, people still die from the flu. It happens. There's going to be people, 20 years from now that's probably still going to be dying from COVID. But it's one of those things that we're probably going to have to get every year, like how we get the flu shot. Um, like we get the flu shot to try to prevent ourselves from catching it. And this is just one of those steps that we're going to have to do to protect ourselves and everything. And a lot of people keep saying, well, they came up with the vaccine too quick. When it comes to basically, you got to think about how much of the human population has died so far from, COVID-19. And yes, more people has died from HIV, AIDS, and they claim they still don't have a cure or whatever. Yes, I know. But, this is a worldwide pandemic that has spread it way faster than probably something we've seen since the Spanish flu. So, get your vaccines, people. That's all. I really, really want you guys to get your vaccines. I'm going to get mine. Only reason I haven't got mine is because I have yet to been back at work, and since I work for a hospital, that's normally it's available for me to get the vaccine. So once I return to work, I will be getting the vaccine for COVID-19. Just to get the flu shot, people. Oh yeah, I hope you guys had a happy Valentine's Day. Um, I stayed at home all day on Valentine's Day. I really didn't do nothing. I watched the NXT Vengeance Day pay per view, and it was good leading up until the main event where I believe it was Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne. And yeah, I fell asleep. It started getting really boring and I fell asleep. But yeah, that's how I spent my Valentine's Day. Oh, and I cooked. I had made a roast and I had made these you know them things you buy at Walmart, what they call them things. I can't remember the name of them. But one was like creamy garlic and some cheddar like noodle things. So I mixed those together, made some corn, and that's about all I did for Valentine's Day, pretty much. Um so Oh my god, I feel like I don't know if I need some water. I didn't bring any water with me. So in a few weeks, actually, I think we're about 2 weeks left to the season finale of the season finale of season two of Same Cast Different Day podcast, and I'm trying to get my mother on the season finale because she is a trip, and hopefully Tina Marie will be joining me on the season premiere of season three, which will be we'll be kicking off our what for our 1 year of the podcast. This is next month. So, and it's crazy how far the podcast has come. I feel like I remember when we first started this, I was super nervous. It might not sound like it, but like I was super nervous. I kept messing up. Like we had to do retakes, and it was so much that was going into it, and I was just like, what people actually listen to it, and it turns out people actually do listen to it. So it's been a journey. It's been a ride, and I have been enjoying every single minute of it. Um, the reason why today's episode is late is because I normally record these the week before, and they already be preset to release for this week, and I was just lazy like last week, and then just didn't record. But I'm recording it right now, and you're going to get this podcast as soon as this I'm done recording. For those of you that are watching this live on Facebook right now, and I gotta go get something to drink. So one moment. Oh my god, my mouth was feeling like cotton. Jesus, it's like I can hear it. Like I can hear the dryness in my mouth. But anyway, so one of the funny things that I've been seeing, I am on TikTok now. But one of the funny things I've been seeing, if y'all haven't been on TikTok and seen the videos of the people that's down in Texas and how they are struggling right now, how they are struggling right now with the snow that's going on. This guy was outside with a rake. I guess he don't own a shovel. He was outside with a rake trying to rake the snow. He said, "I don't know what to do with this shit." It was hilarious seeing how places who normally don't get snow was reacting to the snow that was going on, and I just find it very hilarious. Like if you haven't had a chance to go check that out, please go check that out because it is hilarious. I might do some a few reaction videos today on my TikTok. So I might do some reaction videos today. Um but yeah, so once again I want to say thank you all for tuning in to this episode of the Same Cast Different Day podcast. I just want to get on here and talk about just to remind you guys to make sure. Oh wait, nope, I almost forgot about something before I go. So our president, well, y'all former president Donald Trump was impeached. Not impeached. He was acquitted of his charges in the Senate once again. So this man is probably eligible again to run for president, which a lot of people are. A lot of people keep saying that. How I don't know how to put this. How it's just we okay. Here's the thing. We like I keep on telling people. I have no problem with a Republican president. If a Republican president was to win, I'm like, okay, I can accept that. Donald Trump, on the other hand, I just could not never accept as a president because I just cannot take him serious. He has no political background. He has no government background. He probably doesn't know nothing about government whatsoever. And this is the man that y'all want to trust with our top government secrets. Like this is the man who was proposed. is supposed to protect us. Like, no, like I cannot deal with Donald Trump. Like, no. Now, if Mike Pence was in the future to run for president and actually win the presidency, I would not be mad. I would not be upset because, like I said before, he had the opportunity to overturn the presidential election and he didn't. And he could have gave it to Donald Trump, but he didn't because he listened to the American people, something that Donald Trump doesn't do. And like I said, if he was to win the presidency, I will be okay with that. First of all, he does have a political background and knows about government. So I would be totally fine with Mike Pence if he was to run in the future for president and actually win the presidency. I am totally fine with that. Um, and then I saw this one video that was talking about, well, where's all the Joe Biden supporters? Okay, first of all, okay, we do not. Oh, I heard an echo. We do not. we do not follow Joe Biden like he's like a cult leader. Okay, Joe Biden is a person that we elected as a government official, and that's it. We're not gonna be like how these Donald Trump supporters are. Just not. It's just not gonna happen. You're not going to see that. You're not gonna see a cult following like how you did with Donald Trump. Like, no, it's just not gonna happen. But anyways, thank you all for tuning into this episode of Same Cast Different Day podcast. I'm your host, Martel. Don't forget to follow the podcast on Instagram, which is at SCDD Podcast, and along on Twitter. And then follow the podcast Facebook page too. And you can find me on Facebook, which is Martel Rowland. I think it might be at Martel Rowland 1. I'm not sure. And then you can find me on TikTok, which is at Martel Rowland, and on Instagram as at Martel Rowland. So thank you all for tuning in and listening to this episode of Same Cast Different Day podcast. And I will see you next week.